My name is Dan D'Addario. I am a full-time cartoonist, caricature illustrator. I've been drawing caricatures roughly about 35 years. Growing up, I would go to my cousin's house and they had stacks and stacks of Mad Magazine, and I would just thumb through them. I didn't copy the drawings, I was just fascinated with the movies and how they did the caricatures of the celebrities. My parents said I was born with a pencil in my hand, and I would doodle constantly on any piece of paper I could find at the house. Usually it was my mom's message pad next to the phone. She'd get a phone call and go write down a message, and it was full of my doodles. When I was younger, my parents, they encouraged me to draw, but when it was time to make a decision to go to college and start making a living for myself, they turned it around and kind of discouraged me, saying that, I was going to be a starving artist on the corner and I should be focusing on something a little more concrete other than drawing cartoons. After I got out of college, I was probably, 20-year-old kid, and I don't know what to do with this commercial art degree. Being from Detroit, an automotive, the automotive capital at the time, I went to the different companies and showed my work, and I pretty much worked until 2009 when the recession hit, and so many people in our area were getting laid off, and I fell victim to one of the layoffs. During all those years that I was working, I always pursued my passion, which was caricatures and cartooning on the side. So it only seemed like a very natural thing from when I got laid off to just go straight into my illustrating work. Besides my caricatures, I consider myself more of a humorous illustrator. And what I mean by that is it's not just cartoons, but it's actually full illustrations of usually comical things, which can be used for promotional. It could be used for children's books. It can be used for editorials. Any type of advertising, really, that somebody wants to use it. And a plus is my caricatures, because if somebody specifically has a business and they want their face in it, they hire me to do that. There was a local bar that had a gangster theme to it, and I did movie caricatures of gangster films, and we applied it to the windows, and it became quite a hit. About a year ago, I was approached by a national publisher from California. They happened to see my work online, and they asked me if I would be interested in doing 2 chapters. It's a collaboration of probably about 5 or 6 artists that did this book. And they wanted me to do one on editorial cartoons and the other one on how to draw celebrities, caricatures. I do all my work traditionally. I like to first sketch it out in pencil, and then I use pretty much today brush markers rather than pen and ink. And I then will scan it into my computer, into Photoshop, and color it in Photoshop. And that way I can show it to the client, and they may say, well, I want this a little larger, or I want this a different color, or whatever changes they make, I can just, with a click of the mouse, change the color, reposition it. So the digital age has really made it easier for an artist to work with. Besides my studio work, I've done a lot of live caricature events. That's kind of like my bread and butter. When I'm doing live caricatures at any type of event, I usually study the person who's next in line. And that way I could kind of get their features, how they smile, how they may be acting naturally, because a lot of them sit down and they freeze up right away. Being a caricature artist, you have to engage with your subjects, because if you just sit there and completely quiet, you're not really going to get much reaction. So almost any event out there, you'll find someone like myself, a caricature artist, is a good fit in with anything.